You are not tired because your life is hard. You are tired because you are missing 15 quiet daily habits. None of these are productivity hacks, and none of them ask for more hours, more discipline, or more sheer willpower. They are small, almost embarrassingly simple shifts inside ordinary moments you walk through every single day without ever thinking twice. Most of them take less than 60 seconds each, yet together they quietly reshape how your entire day feels completely. Stay with me until the last one, because it ties every previous habit into a single 60-second evening ritual. But before we get there, I need you to pay close attention to habit number 7, the most overlooked one. It will not ask you to add anything new to your schedule. It asks you to remove something invisible instead, something silently draining your focus right now, in this exact second, and it has likely been draining you for years. Let's start with habit number 1, a small twist on the classic rule you have probably already heard about before. You already know the idea. If something takes under 2 minutes, you simply handle it right away instead of waiting. Most people apply that rule only to tasks, but the real power actually comes from applying it to your space. The moment you notice something out of place, wipe it, fold it, or return it before you simply walk away. Every single unfinished task left behind quietly becomes what psychologists actually call an open loop running right inside your mind. An unwashed cup left in the sink is never just a cup, it is a background task stealing your attention. Picture a browser with 30 different tabs open, each one silently draining your battery even while you are not looking. Closing those tiny open loops the instant you notice them frees up mental space you never even knew was gone. That is habit number 1, and you can begin practicing it in the very next room the moment this ends. Habit number 2 is deceptively simple. Eat your final meal of the day earlier than you currently believe is necessary. This has absolutely nothing to do with cutting calories and everything to do with how deeply your body actually rests. Digesting food steadily raises your internal body temperature, while falling into deep sleep requires that same temperature to drop again. Eat too close to bedtime, and your body is forced to digest and fully rest at the exact same time. It genuinely cannot do both well, so you wake up technically rested but never actually truly restored the next morning. Finish eating at least 3 full hours before bed tonight, and simply notice how different tomorrow morning really actually feels. Habit number 3 feels strange at first, but once you actually try it, skipping it will feel so completely wrong. Step outside before you even look at your phone, even if it is only for 5 quiet morning minutes each. Your internal body clock is set almost entirely by natural sunlight entering your eyes very early in the morning daily. Researchers studying human circadian rhythms have found that this single input actually regulates cortisol, sleep quality, and metabolism together fully. A phone screen inside a dim, quiet room simply cannot replicate what 5 minutes of real daylight does for you. Step outside first, let your eyes truly meet the open sky, then let yourself finally reach for the phone now. Habit number 4 simply asks you to drink a full glass of warm water before your first coffee each morning. After 7 or 8 full hours without a single sip of fluid, your body wakes up quietly dehydrated every morning. Pouring caffeine directly into a dehydrated, already stressed nervous system only quietly compounds the tension your body is already holding. Caffeine actually works by blocking a chemical that makes you feel sleepy, but that chemical never truly ever disappears completely. It simply waits quietly until the caffeine wears off, then arrives all at once as a brutal afternoon energy crash. Warm water first gently wakes up your digestion and fully hydrates your entire system before caffeine ever enters the picture. Delay your morning coffee by a full hour, and you will feel steady energy instead of a sudden midday collapse. Habit number 5 will feel uncomfortable at first because it challenges something you were taught to somehow see as lazy. Rest deliberately in the very middle of your day. 10 to 20 minutes, eyes closed, no screens allowed at all. Your brain naturally cycles through waves lasting 90 to 120 minutes of focus and quiet recovery every day. Push through every single one of those waves with caffeine, and the crash always eventually catches up with you badly. Studies on short, eyes-closed rest breaks show measurable recoveries similar to a real portion of full, actual quality sleep. Your biology has quietly been asking for this pause the entire time. You simply never willingly ever gave it permission. Habit number 6 is quiet, almost completely invisible, yet it changes your entire relationship with food truly and completely forever. Pause for just 30 seconds before your very first bite, simply looking at what is actually in front of you. This is not a religious ritual at all. It is a neurological boundary between rushing and truly arriving somewhere meaningful. People who consistently pause before eating report feeling fuller sooner, even when the meal itself never actually changes at all. More importantly, this small pause becomes quiet practice for arriving fully present before everything else moving forward in your life. Now we finally reach habit number 7, the one I promised you at the very beginning of this whole script. Clear every single surface surrounding water in your entire home, your sink, your bathroom counter, and your kitchen faucet completely. In traditional Japanese culture, these water spaces are treated as a direct emotional reflection of your very own mind state. Modern research backs this up. Visual disorder competes for your brain's attention even when you are not conscious of it. Clutter and standing dampness around water are believed to quietly breed stagnant, heavy energy inside the person living there daily. Every damp surface and cluttered counter creates tiny stress spikes that silently accumulate throughout your entire day without you noticing. The fix costs about 4 seconds. Keep a small cloth nearby and wipe the space clean after every single use. Habit number 8 is completely invisible. You cannot see it, smell it, or measure it without any real, honest effort. Open a window in your home for at least 10 full minutes every single morning without fail or exception ever. Sealed modern homes quietly trap carbon dioxide overnight, and that steady buildup directly affects your focus, mood, and sleep quality. Researchers have consistently linked elevated indoor carbon dioxide levels to fatigue that most people mistakenly blame on stress or diet. This single habit costs absolutely nothing, yet it may be one of the highest impact changes available to you today. Habit number 9 simply asks you to go outside once daily with absolutely no clear agenda or any fixed purpose. Not for exercise, not for errands, just 15 quiet minutes outdoors, present, with nowhere specific you truly need to be. Time spent in natural environments has been repeatedly shown to measurably lower cortisol and reduce blood pressure fairly quickly indeed. You do not need a forest, you only need open sky and moving air that surrounds you fully and freely. Habit number 10 involves your bedroom, and it has absolutely nothing at all to do with your actual mattress quality. Remove every single work-related object from that room. Your laptop, your notebook, your phone charging right beside your pillow. When you sleep surrounded by unfinished work, your brain quietly learns to associate rest itself with constant, quiet stress instead. Keep that room strictly reserved for rest, and your mind will finally learn how to completely switch off at night. Habit number 11 might sting a little because it finally forces you to look honestly at your own crowded closet. How many items hanging there actually belong to a version of yourself that no longer truly exists anymore at all? Every single morning, those clothes silently whisper that who you are right now is somehow never quite enough for you. Release anything that does not truly reflect who you are actually living as today, right here, completely and quite honestly. Habit number 12 is something almost everyone unknowingly does that slowly drains real mental energy throughout the entire day, quietly. Give every single object in your home one specific home and always return it to that exact same spot, always. When everything has one designated place, putting things away requires exactly 0 decisions from an already tired, overloaded mind daily. Decision fatigue research clearly shows that removing dozens of these tiny choices daily frees up real, usable mental capacity again. Habit number 13 simply asks you to write only 3 honest sentences before you finally close your tired eyes tonight. One moment you do not want to forget, one thing that genuinely worked, and one thing worth anticipating tomorrow morning. Researchers found that people who quietly noted small positive moments for just 2 weeks reported lasting increases in real well-being. Their actual circumstances rarely changed, but their attention did, and attention quietly reshapes how your entire life ends up feeling. Habit number 14 simply asks you to own noticeably fewer things across absolutely every single category inside your entire home. Fewer gadgets cluttering your kitchen, fewer half-used products crowding your bathroom, fewer decorations quietly collecting dust in your living room. Every single object you own requires storage, cleaning, and small ongoing decisions that quietly consume both time and mental energy. Pick one shelf or drawer this week and honestly release anything that is no longer earning its rightful place there. And now, habit number 15, the one that quietly ties every single previous idea together into one simple evening ritual. Every evening, before dinner or screens, spend exactly 60 seconds resetting the 3 most visible spaces inside your entire home. Wipe the counter clean, straighten the cushion, and place your bag neatly by the door. Nothing more complicated than that. A home reset daily never accumulates the overwhelming disorder that eventually demands an entire exhausting weekend to properly fix again. That single 60-second habit quietly closes the loop every single evening before it ever gets the chance to open. No dreaded Saturday spent catching up, no heavy Sunday morning, no tight chest walking through your own quiet front door. Here is everything again in one single breath. 15 small shifts hiding inside your ordinary, everyday life right now, honestly. The 2-minute space rule, eating earlier, stepping outside before your phone, and warm water before your morning coffee begins. Resting deliberately at midday, pausing before meals, clearing every space around water, and opening a window every single morning, always. Stepping outside once daily with no purpose, removing work from your bedroom, and dressing as who you truly are today. Giving every object one home, writing 3 honest sentences nightly, owning fewer things, and resetting your space in 60 seconds. None of these 15 shifts cost you a single dollar, and every single one can begin within this next hour. Your life was never actually broken. It was simply missing 15 small corrections that nobody ever bothered teaching you, honestly. So tell me honestly, right now, which one of these 15 habits is your own life currently missing the most? Which one have you quietly known for years that you needed, yet somehow never started doing it consistently at all? Naming it honestly in the comments below is the real, true first step toward finally, actually changing it for good. Someone reading your honest comment might finally recognize themselves in it and feel brave enough to name their own habit. If even one small part of this opened your eyes today, send it right now to someone who deserves it.